Fat loss is not linear, and we can't expect to just cut our food, keep adding in cardio, and then poof, reach our goals right then. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to lose the last 10 pounds. Whether you found yourself hitting a fat loss plateau with that stubborn 10 pounds left to lose, I'm going to teach you simple tips to help you overcome this plateau, lose the last 10 pounds, and get sustainable results when it comes to your fat loss. How many times have you started a diet? You change so many different factors. You start working out, you start walking more, you start doing some meditations, you change completely your diet, and you're like, wow, I see the results. The weight is coming off, and you get so excited by this. And a lot of the times we have these things called newbie gains, where we go from not doing so much to really dialing in on our macros, our nutrition, our training. And we start seeing that we're building muscle, we're losing fat, we're getting those hunger and satiety cues back. But what happens is if we go on a fat loss journey, we cut those calories too fast, and then all of a sudden our metabolism adapts to those calories. Where do you go from there? Welcome back to the Iron Beauty Podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth, and here I share with you simple tips and strategies to help you restore your gut health, lose fat, balance your hormones, and get sustainable results when it comes to transforming your body. When it comes to losing the last 10 pounds, as I talked about at the beginning, we have those newbie gains. We make so many changes that we start seeing the results. But as our metabolism adapts, we really need to dial in order to get that scale to move in the right direction. The first thing we want to look at when it comes to losing the last 10 pounds is our NEAT, our non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So when we are on a caloric deficit, you may not even notice this, but the longer you are on a calorie deficit doing more cardio, your body starts to, let's just say, preserve energy. You may realize that you're parking closer to the store door. You're keeping your water with you at the desk because you have less energy to go into the kitchen, you get it. And the lower that your calories get and the higher your cardio gets, this may actually start to affect your daily NEAT, where we're burning a lot of calories throughout the day. So what happens is I see a lot of clients, they see that they're not losing weight, they start adding in more and more and more cardio, and they don't even realize that their NEAT levels are going down. So they're basically working harder, their cortisol levels are going up higher, and they're moving less throughout the day and burning less calories. So I like to really look at not just the cardio my clients are doing and the calories, I look at their movement, their stress, their sleep, because all of these factors add up. If we're recovering good, getting plenty of movement there, that is gonna help us from hitting a plateau. And I wanna explain a little bit about what NEAT is. It's the movement throughout the day. So it could be your fidgeting throughout the day. It could be vacuuming, cleaning your house, these non-exercise activities that you're doing. The second thing we need to look at when it comes to losing the last 10 pounds is our metabolic adaptation. So what happens? We go on a caloric deficit. A lot of the times we go to a heavy caloric deficit fast. We go from one extreme, boom, 1,200 calories, do a bunch of cardio, let's do it. What happens is our body's metabolism adapts at different rates. Some people faster, some people slower. If you initially just go to a 1,200 calorie diet and your metabolism adapts within a few weeks, where do you go from there? You have to create a deficit of 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. And then there are other factors like our age, our hormones, how many yo-yo diets we've done before, our stress, our sleep. But we're just gonna keep it simple today. So when trying to lose the last 10 pounds, if you've been on these calories for a while and they're on that lower end and your body adapts to those calories, then what we may need to do is take a step back. What I like to do is I implement diet breaks and refeeds with my clients. These are periods around 1 to 2 days where we're bringing carbs up, more so on the carbohydrate side. I do change around our fats, also our cardio, and so forth. But we're bringing those calories up, allowing them to restore our leptin, our ghrelin, which are our hunger and satiety cues, and our thyroid hormone that runs our metabolism. This doesn't just happen within 2 days. So sometimes we do a longer period, around 1 to 2 months of diet breaks. And this really does help with diet adherence, allowing my clients to be active in the social setting. And I believe for the amount of time that you are on a caloric deficit, so say you go to a diet for 3-4 months, just an example, you want to take that time period doing a reverse to build that metabolism back. So if you've been on low calories for a long period of time, look into incorporating diet breaks and refeeds, and just in general, never go into a diet and initially just chop your calories down big time. Really figure out where your maintenance is and then find your rate of fat loss so that you're able to get sustainable results. With all my clients, I like them to be eating the most food, doing the least amount of cardio, and really blending in the lifestyle changes to get the sustainability so we don't yo-yo anymore and we keep our hormones and gut health on point. I could talk about metabolic adaptation all day, and the next tip I have for you is by far the one that so many people make when it comes to mistakes with losing the last 10 pounds. But before I go into that, I want to say, if you've been yo-yo dieting, going from one diet to the next, and you are training so hard, but you're not seeing those results, then come join my 90-day transformation challenge. I will put all the details below for you, or just send me the DM results on my Instagram, and we'll set up a call to see if we're that perfect fit. I help my clients restore their gut health, lose fat. A big majority of my population is fat loss over 40, women going through these hormone changes, and what used to work for them no longer does. So if you're ready to join my 90-day transformation program and get long-term results once and for all, send me the DM ready or go below and fill out the questionnaire, and we will set up a call to see if we're that perfect fit. The next thing you need to look at when it comes to losing the last 10 pounds is our tracking. So in the beginning, we are so motivated, we're seeing the results, we're on point, we're weighing out our food, tracking our calories. And what happens is sometimes we lose that motivation. You know, things happen in life, and we start snacking on some nuts and seeds, grabbing some food, not putting it all in there. And when it comes to tracking and getting off the last 10 pounds, we really do need to dial in and make sure that we are weighing everything properly and tracking it all so that we really have that overview of what we are consuming throughout the day, so that we're able to make changes with our calories, our cardio, our steps, look at our sleep, look at our training, and have all of these dialed in. Fats are actually 9 calories per gram, while carbs and protein are 4 calories per gram. So if we're adding on a couple tablespoons of this here or snacking on some nuts and seeds, that could add up to a couple hundred calories very fast. I need to say this though, fats are not bad. I consume almost 100 grams of fat a day. I consume it from omega-3s, salmon, flaxseed. I do olive oil, I do hemp seeds, I'm doing my flax oil. So I consume a big variety of healthy fats. You need fats for your hormones, for absorption of your fat-soluble vitamins. So I do not want you to fear fat. All macronutrients are good for us. We need them all for our body. I'm just saying when it comes down to losing the last 10 pounds, make sure that you are not just grabbing things, snacking on it, and not tracking. Track your food so you really know what you're getting and you can make adjustments based off your progress. The next tip I have for you when it comes to losing those last 10 pounds is, let's throw it out there. So many of my clients, they come to me and they are trying to make the most, just every version of a unhealthy food. So pastries, ice creams, they're trying to use all this protein bars and powders, and nothing is really whole foods when it comes down to it. There is a difference between getting protein from a whole food source, getting your vegetables, all of your micronutrients, the fiber, the thermogenic effect on food, our gut health, our hormone, versus consuming more processed foods, really sticking to bars, shakes, trying to make pastries and adding all this gums and thickeners. When it comes down to it, look at your diet. When I work with my clients, I have them track their macros to see, what they're really doing in terms of structuring their meals. And then every week I go in and I start making substitutions, saying, okay, let's swap this out here. We want to make sure we're getting a good diversity of fruits and vegetables, getting all of the probiotic fibers to feed, getting all the prebiotic fibers to feed the good bacteria in our gut, and then really looking at our amino acids, making sure we're getting our B vitamins that get depleted due to stress. Like I said, it's not just about calories in versus calories out. It's really looking at the foods you're consuming, the effects they have on your body, the fiber, the thermogenic effect on food. Your protein has a 20% thermogenic effect on your food, so don't just stick to shakes and protein bars. You're not gonna feel full. You're not gonna feel satisfied. You may get more cravings for these things and just wanna eat protein ice cream at every meal. I've seen it. Stick to your whole foods, get plenty of fiber, and start working for your metabolism. Create healthy habits. It's not about just losing weight. It's about losing weight, creating lifestyle changes to get the sustainable results. 1, 2, and 3. 3-step process. If you found these tips helpful in any way today, please leave a review here on Spotify, Apple, wherever you are. It would mean the world to me. The whole reason I created this podcast is to really share everything that I went through to help people feel their best self. It's not about me telling you what to do to reach your goals. It's me sharing with you everything that I've gone through and having worked with over 800 clients, what's worked for them, what hasn't worked for them. And maybe it's just taking one thing, implementing it that helps you. So if you found this helpful, please leave a review. And if you need any help getting long-term sustainable results when it comes to your fat loss, send me over the DM results on Instagram and let's set up a call and get you feeling your best self. Or simply go below, fill out that form, and I will contact you in the next 24 hours. Iron Beauty is out today. I love you guys.